guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we're doing a beautiful tree and door watercolor tutorial. Sorry for the glitches, I kind of edited it slightly differently this week. Clearly didn't work. I'll fix that. Anyway, let's get straight into it. This week I've chosen to do watercolor, and this picture is based off two previous sketches that I've done. Well, not sketches, paintings. One of them I made way back, God knows when. I think probably around the time this pandemic started. So that was pretty long ago. The second one I made a few days before I made this one because I wanted to make a small pre-picture. So I have had practice before making this. To all those beginners out there, if this is one of your first paintings and you're looking to make it super perfect, I suggest practicing first, but you're not going to get in the first go. I practiced for years before I was able to understand watercolors properly. Watercolors are an interesting medium and they require you to understand them properly. Like, I did a previous video which explained intensity of color and different techniques in watercolors. So if you'd like, I'm linking it up there, you can check that out. Watercolors, there's a lot you need to understand about them. The amount of water you use, the amount of paint you take, the brushes you use, the paper you use, everything. It's a medium that requires a lot of time and practice. So if you're looking at this tutorial thinking it's going to be perfect in the first go, it's really not. I mean, if it is, wow, good job, congratulations to you. But if it's not, don't be upset. Please don't. Really don't. It's natural. It's not going to happen in one go. And I know a lot of beginners who expect things to be 100% the first time they do it. Sadly, it's just not the reality. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible and as step by step as possible. So I'm focusing on one thing at a time, starting off with the door. Taking it one step at a time can really help as well. If you try and focus on everything, like make everything look the same at the same time, like if you're trying to make the tree look realistic and the door and the plants all at the same time, chances are your attention won't be in one place and you'll create a mess of it by trying to do everything. So it's a good idea to focus. Think about one thing, focus on that, get that one part of the picture done, and then move on. Like, I've done the door first, then the wall, then the trees, then the plants. I've taken it step by step. Don't try to do it all in one go. And as this is watercolors, it requires its layering. I wish watercolors were more opaque sometimes or like more intense, but sadly just you can't get that. So you need to do layer upon layer to make and get the color intensity that you would like. You might like less color, less intensity. Watercolor is a good medium for that. But if you want brighter, more saturated colors, then obviously it'll require its own share of layers. Share of layers, that rhymes. See, moving on to the tree, I had to do the trunk a couple of times because it faded as it dried. Plants are probably my favorite part of the picture because you can play around with plants so much. You can add different numbers of pots, different numbers of hanging plants. There can be so many different types of plants. They can be like big leafed ones, small ones, really thin, delicate ones. They can be fruit plants, flowery plants. There's an endless possibility with plants. I've noticed I like stuff with endless possibilities. Art has endless possibilities, plants have endless possibilities, diary covers have endless possibilities. Endless possibilities are nice. If you find this video going too fast for you, which I'm pretty sure it is, I sped it up like 16 times the actual length of the video. Please feel free to slow it down if you're following the tutorial, because I'm pretty sure this is going quite fast. This picture is one that you can play around with. You can make it look realistic or you can make it look cartoony. it'll just take a few brush strokes and you can change from one to the other. If you want it to be realistic, you'd have to focus on the shadows and the highlights, and obviously more realistic looking plants, more realistic trees and everything. You'd have to make details on the wall, like make stones and things like that. But if you want it to be cartoony, you can make outline the whole thing, add unrealistic elements like, I don't know, I put glitter on it so it kind of look cartoony. You can do this in your own style, put your own touch on the painting. That's what's fun about painting, and there's possibilities there again. You can change it to whatever you want, or whatever style you prefer. Here's the glitter. This is a very unnecessary, not at all required step. I just wanted to be a bit extra. I mean, you don't see doors every day with glitter on them. Imagine if my front door was glitter covered. Ay ay ay. I like shiny things and glitter, but to a certain extent. Anybody here feel like glitter can sometimes get too much? Like it just stays everywhere? Anyway, I think we're about done. Yay, I hope you guys enjoyed that and learned something.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.